Hello everybody, my name is Hawk Nightwing, the most unapologetic friend G5 you'll ever meet. And you know the hardest thing about watching a Make and Mark episode and a Tell Your Tale episode back to back in order to do reviews on them? No, it's not the two different animation styles, I can honestly care less. No, it's the completely different tones and logic systems. Don't know what I mean? Well, magic seems to have absolutely free reign in Tell Your Tale. Case in point, our heroes get attacked by a magically giant angry bunny this week while trying to earn their wilderness survival badges. You thought a Winterzilla and the best gift ever was a peak of ridiculousness? Boy, do I got something for you this episode. Today we got magical growth and shrinking crystals and a humongous rabbit monster. This is my review of the 61st episode, Attack of the Bunnisus. And yes, I am aware I'm doing 2 reviews in one day. Don't judge me, I like to overwork myself. If you like what you see here and you want to see more, then feel free to absolutely stomp over that little like button and subscribe in order to see much more amazing videos just like this one. With that being said, onto the review. So the episode opens up with a montage of Sunny and Wendy doing various wilderness activities in an attempt to earn their badges. Both of them are part of this boy-girl scouts type group called the Trail Trotters, and Sunny wants to earn the ultimate merit badge with her friends. So she invites them on this wilderness survival hike, where they must work together in order to earn that badge. After Sparky eats the traveling map, our ponies are left stranded until morning. While they set up camp, Misty accidentally tells a cute little bunny off and tells it to leave the campsite. The bunny doesn't take it well. What follows is a full-on Godzilla type invasion of a rampaging bunny that Sunny and the others must work together in order to defeat and turn back to normal. Once all that's said and done, turns out the ponies earned their badges after all, due to working together as a group. The episode ends with the cutie marks glowing, a sign of a job well done. So, what did I think of the episode? Well, it's good, I'll say that. Unlike the last episode where there was a clear moral and lesson to analyze or read into, this time, I got nothing. It's just wacky hijinks and a brief moment of Sparky humor. Dang it. Yeah, I instantly took issue with the fact that the writers are still using poor Sparky as a means for lazy humor. That's frustrating because the mature way Make and Mark Chapter 5 is handling Sparky and his heritage, contrasted with this series' portrayal of him, it's more than a little jarring. Note to self, never watch Make and Mark and Tell Your Tale episodes in one sitting. The differences are immediately noticeable. Now that's not to say the episode itself is bad. No. Not at all, don't get it twisted. It's just standard. I got nothing to analyze here, and I guess that's alright. Not every episode has to be a slam dunk winner. This was just a fun detour from the heavy events of the main show, and I'm cool with that. The episode has some redeeming qualities that prevent it from being an average throwaway story. For example, seeing the main 5 all team to defeat the Bunnisus was really cool to see. It's like this hot potato sort of thing, a fast-paced chase sequence involving a giant carrot. It was fun, energetic, and kept you on your toes. The Bunnisus itself has a really cool design, with the wings and all that, especially when it's giant, and you know something? For all the flack that G5 gets for not taking place in a fantasy setting, practically all the critters are fantastical and fictional. A sharp contrast to how G4 used regular critters for pets. We got the Bunnisus, the Raccoonicorn, etc. I didn't mention this before, but I like the critters that G5 gives us. It's like a compromise that although this takes place in a modern day, the fantastical element isn't lost on this generation in the slightest. I love how Misty actually has a role again. Good Luna was I missing that from the previous 2 installments. The writers remember that she is a character, and she immediately has agency, being the one to not only ironically start the conflict, but she's the first to put herself on the line in order to attract Angel Jr. Zilla with the carrot. I don't expect much at all, because unlike Make Your Mark, Tell Your Tale isn't her show. Just give her something to do in the background or something and I'll be a happy camper. This episode accomplished that, so good job. Another thing I appreciate is how a new generation is referenced, with Hit still being unable to start a campfire. Like, that was actually quite funny. It shows he's definitely not the camping type, but hey, at least he gave a solid effort, man. Good job. If this was a real wilderness class, I think you'd get an A for effort or something. The moment was certainly ruined by the fart joke, but hey, I'm lenient. I can appreciate the moment in isolation without that. I also really love Wendy. From being introduced in the first Make Your Mark special to now becoming one of my favorite background ponies, she's really come a long way. She's very energetic and positive, and I quite like that. Plus, the entire premise of the episode shows that she has an adventurous streak to her. Not much to say. MLP still has its way of making you appreciate the background characters. While we're on that topic, no Posey abuse? Wow. That actually caught me off guard. I saw Posey in this moment and I was like, oh no. Here we go again. And then it just cuts away. It's like the animators were going to animate the rest of that scene, but Hasbro stepped in and was like, nope, no more pony abuse for you. I feel like I should give this episode an A+ just for that clever bait and switch alone. Now, yeah, I know that doesn't happen in every single episode. I have been called out for my particularly harsh criticism on that trope, but I just want the staff to pick a direction with their character, you know? In terms of her character development in the first special, she shouldn't be a target for comedic abuse. Why she frequently gets punished and Sprout is just left to do his own thing is a miracle to me. I don't know, but I really appreciate that we didn't get to see the rest of that. It's just a brief blink and you'll miss it cameo, and I quite like that. So yeah, something positive to say about Cozy cameo and Tell Your Tale? Heck yeah, I'm all for that. Now let's talk about the giant elephant in the room here. That being the Bridalwood Forest is crystals that can grow or shrink you. Okay, I'm beginning to question just how many things are magical now. Twilight wasn't kidding when she said magic has evolved. Like, genuinely. We have mutated unicorn raccoons, Pegasus bunnies, a sentient forest, magical potions that can de-age you, moon magic. How many things are magical now? This isn't a criticism actually, more so a genuine curiosity out of a desire to learn more. I'm actually interested to see how magic evolved to this point where it is now. What I think happened is that the cloaking bubble that Twilight conjured around Equestria amplified magic exponentially, but it's actually interesting to see if we'll get an actual answer in the upcoming finale. Really, I like how the message is all about teamwork and working together, which, yeah, it's a bit contrived, but I could honestly care less. It was a fun episode, if a bit on the standard side. The premise is intentionally ridiculous, and while it starts off as chill, the moment the Bunnisus is unleashed is when things go into top gear, and I had the most fun watching. The last thing I will say is that Sunny and Wendy make a great duo. I never thought I would like a pairing this much, but here we are. The two work off each other extremely well, and I like how the two share in each other's enthusiasm and adventurous spirit. I briefly alluded to a potential friendship between them in my story Sunny's Promise, so seeing that concept actually brought to life in an episode was pretty neat. Seeing them do stuff together was nice, and I'd appreciate more episodes like this where the two are just hanging out. Does that mean I ship them? I'll think about it. Starblazer for me is still the OTP, but it was nice to have an episode where the main characters are hanging out with the background character, and going on a mini adventure of sorts. The whole Trail Trotters group is interesting for sure. So, I recommend Attack of the Bunnisus to anyone looking for some charming fluff. It's an okay episode that really gets going at the last third. Personally, I'm not bothered by that. In between the plot-focused episodes and the episodes that have something to say, we're bound to just have a fun, standard slice of life story that just exists to be that. A fun, standard slice of life story. It would be more egregious if there was nothing to talk about, but even the episodes that have nothing for me to analyze or no moral to take away from have something for me to talk about. This episode does have a moral on teamwork, plus strong character interactions, so it is perfectly serviceable fun. I may not find this episode endlessly rewatchable, but it is still a good time. The message about working together is conveyed alright, the fetch chase scene was fun, no posy abuse, Misty gets a role in the action, the Bunnisus monster itself is quite terrifying. You wouldn't be wasting your time if you sat down to witness the idiotic shenanigans of Bunnyzilla and his mad rampage on an innocent town in order to steal a giant carrot from unwitting wilderness campers. He may have ceased to be, but his convictions will live on. With that being said, I will see you all soon with no review tomorrow. Yes, my 3 original songs drop tomorrow, so stay tuned for those. After which we will be covering Family Trees and the new best episode of Make Your Mark, Father of the Bridalwood. This is gonna be a fun week. Bye!